already know what's up. Roger Holt said, I grew about a dozen eggplants in my garden. Well, shit, come help me out, because I got one hanging on for dear life. Hold on, let me test this stream. Yo, is this clear? Is this clear? Why the fuck I get an access point if the access point is some garbage? That shit pretty clear. I'm trying to get internet like Tim Pool and them niggas. Tim Pool, I know your moist ass watching me too. You need to come out here and help me figure this shit out, cuz. I hate when white comedians try to do black people voices, and they all white comedians make black people voices sound the same. I hate that shit. Everybody says cuh. What up, cuh? You know what I mean? Everybody don't talk like that. There's not a lot of people saying cuh. That's some Crip shit. You got different people, they say, what up, blood? What up, homie? Fam? Everybody doesn't say cuh. I feel like niggas hear my speech and they just take that and blanketly apply that to every nigga ever. Yeah, what up, blood? What up, blood? Somebody said, what's up, son? That's that New York shit. Hey, Formanelli, I'm leaving. Tell them they go down to the bodega. New Yorkers, where y'all at? New Yorkers, y'all weird as fuck. Y'all got bodegas. Don't you call your corner stores bodega? Somebody said blood is CA. That's what you mean? Niggas been saying blood since before blood. What up, young blood? Let me rap some game to you, young blood. Blood extends beyond blood. And so does cuz. Recognizing everybody as family. What up, cuz? Nigga, you know how people just short their grammar? What up, cuz? It's English. It's crooked. Angle. Figure out your own language. English will add something to it. Everybody knows what you're talking about. That's what we used to do when we were in solitary confinement. We just started speaking Swahili to each other. Like I was known as Erabini Natatu. It was like we understood the language that the COs and other guards and other members couldn't. So I taught myself a little bit of Swahili. We all did. Just to try to communicate and throw people off so we could talk openly without all the ears. Everybody, that's all. I ain't mean to go on like white comedians like that or something like that. I really don't even play into that white black shit, but it's funny how the majority of them, they make all their black voices sound the same. Like, yo, there's different cadences, there's different accents, even your mentality. I don't know. Maybe I should make all my white people, hey, how you doing? My name's John. Yep. Got insurance? Are you insured? Yep. All I care about is insurance. You know the people, all they care about is insurance. Do you have insurance? Women, females named Eileen, that's all they care about. Is this insured? Some of y'all mama-in-law named Eileen too. You have insurance? Does he have insurance? Hey John, how you doing? Fuck, Somebody said, have you ever listened to Adam Kokesh? No, I haven't. Somebody, yeah, I deleted yesterday's video. That was a test stream. John Mackwater, black linguist. Somebody said Jim Bob knows the earth is flat. Why don't you, BG? Illuminati one, if you don't carry your ass fly 3. Yo, bitch ass. Jim Bob knows the earth is flat. How come you don't? Bitch, have you ever heard me make an argument for what shape the earth is? And flat isn't a shape. It's a description of a surface. So check yourself before you go around running around telling people the earth is flat. That's not a shape. Illuminati 81, I'm gonna punch you in your chest. Big hugs though, nigga. Come here. Come here. Big hugs, nigga. Running around telling people the earth is flat. That is not a fucking shape. That shit is a description of that's a surface. If you want to combat the globe earth, come back with a shape. But niggas don't know. It's okay to admit you don't know. You see what the scientismos, you see what they do, how they lie and manipulate. When they don't know, they need to provide an answer because they want to be God so bad. So everything has to have an answer. So they will tell you some bullshit to make you feel like they have it all figured out when they don't. Because if too many people run around without the answers, people start questioning more and more shit. And then it starts to be apparent that, hey, we are down here and we have a purpose. We are not creators, we are created. So when flat earth people, yeah, the earth is flat, nigga, prove it. Oh, you can't, no more than they can prove its globe. All you can do is offer a hypothesis. Your input, your thoughts, but that shit ain't concrete. There's only one that knows everything, and it ain't you. Illuminati 81, what you doing? What'd you say? What? Somebody spherical, it's spherical. Nigga, spherical. Somebody said I do an amazing black voice for a white guy from New York. Well, shout out to you, because everybody else's black voice is dry. Like Popeye's biscuit, no sweet tea. Cut that shit out. Niggas just do what they see another comedian do. It's not like that. That's why I shouted out made by Jim Bob, because I like doing impressions. I like doing impressions. Like that's my cup of tea right there. That's my shot. You understand what I'm saying? So when I see somebody else that's good at doing impressions, yeah, there's like a friendly challenge going on. But I like that. That helps you grow. This is why I like live streaming. It helps you grow in real time and figure stuff out. You can work material out on your audience in real time as it's happening. But I like people who know how to do good impressions. Like that's where the comedy is at. And it can't be an exact impression. I agree. If the impression sounds too much like the guy you are impersonating, it's somehow not funny. But you have to exaggerate. It can't be 100. It got to be like 75 to 80. Like when I did my Denzel Washington impression. Like Jay Farrow does a good Denzel Washington impression. Everybody knows that he sounds too much like Denzel Washington. Ari Spears, on the other hand, it's not the exact Denzel Washington, which makes it funnier. Like when I come on with what's something Denzel Washington say? My dear friend going to that dark night and telling I'll see you on the other side. Huh? Know what I'm talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Huh? You got that? You know, you gotta. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. See, he turned up for that. I like doing the. Somebody said Mersh has the funniest Lindsey Graham impression. Mersh has a funny ass voice, period. That nigga don't see you when you got people that have characteristic in their voices. Like, I don't know if I have that. Like, I don't know if somebody could impersonate Barricade Garage. I don't know. The only thing, like, you couldn't copy my cadence, but you could copy things I say. Like, somebody be like, do Barricade Garage, and then they'll come out, who sent you? I know you watching me. You know, they'll do some shit like, I know you watching me, but they can't do me. No, I can't. Jim Bob is another one. He doesn't sound like anything. Like, you can't. You can't, I don't know, you just can't copy me. Like, who can do a Barricade Garage impression? Nobody. But I can do a Mersh impression. This nigga Mersh, every time he get to laughing, when he back away from the camera, after smoking that Newport 100 or that Marlboro Light, whatever the fuck that nigga smoke, and I know that nigga watching me, and something funny just happened. Has anybody seen my coins? He does a great New York Jewish impression. I'll give that to Mersh. Has anybody seen my coins? When the shit collapsed down there, and it was that guy looking for his coin collection in the rubble. That shit was funny. I know there's bodies under the rubble, but please, if you see my coins. Has anybody seen my coin collection? Please, has anybody seen my shekels? My grandmother gave me those shekels before she got put in an easy bake oven during World War II. Please, if you've seen my shekels, please return them. Thank you. That is all. People be tripping over my grammar too. Somebody said easy bake. That what them niggas said they got put in. It was like, yeah, they put all our asses in easy bake ovens. We won't. They used the R word. All of our asses got put in easy bake ovens. We won't. Reparations. We could go down to your nearest bank and collect that. We don't have to be party to that transaction. Why the fuck does that come out of tax-paying dollars? Nigga, this is about Eggplant. Y'all trying to distract me. Somebody said that Bernie impression though. What about it? What about it? What about my Bernie impression? Somebody said, what do you think about David Duke? I don't listen to that nigga. Somebody said, we are still paying reparations to those families in every country. That's why man, fuck them reparations. That shit was a trap since the beginning. You got to sit there and keep begging somebody for something. Let me play this role. Let me fuck this duck. You got to sit there and keep begging somebody for something that you haven't gotten. They obviously ducking that shit. Fuck is you still asking for? Like, that shit is just annoying. And you're not gonna take it by force. All you gonna do is beg more politicians. Can you put in a word about possibly reparations? And then let's say that shit happened. It's just gonna be your tax dollars. Nigga, who is black? This is why who is white? They can't give you niggas reparations because you niggas is Americans. We are Americans. You don't have a different flag. There's not a country within a country that you niggas are party to. Like, this just some trill shit. They can sit there and yeah, I'll put together a council to talk about reparations. Why you think Joe Biden was like, I'll put together a task force and to go over the issue? Like, nah, nigga, you either gonna do it or you not. Niggas was like, yo, y'all just printed trillions and trillions of dollars out of thin air. Give us the reparations. That's not the government. That's the banks that are independently owned. The government don't run that shit. The government's a bitch just like you are. Sitting up there they beg for money the same way you do. They beg for money the same way you do. Vader Jones think, why you thinking Vader Jones? Who kept somebody like, where do I donate money to Owen Benjamin for his castle? Let's talk about Owen Benjamin. Let's talk about it. I think that nigga funny. That's me personally. But I do see there's a Mary Magdalene reincarnation chick. You in here? The fuck off me, fam. I personally think that nigga funny. And y'all sat up there and seen me do an interview with that nigga. But this is why I'm saying, this is why I always shout out Straightway. At the same time, I understand it. Like, I can understand, like, did you niggas donate? Did somebody donate to Owen Benjamin that didn't get what they thought they were going to get? Apparently, there's a lot of people like that. You gotta take that shit up with him. That's on you. If you didn't understand that, this rule, what I tell, rule number one, y'all niggas trust niggas on the internet like they gonna save you. Owen has a den of pissed off bears. Shout out to the bears though. I like that. That little online community. I would never rock a bear name or nothing like that. Like, I'm not that fanatical. But shout out to them niggas though. All of them. I like that. When you see something going on and you understand community is a way around it and you still have a support system. Somebody said cult. Define cult. What is cult? Right now you're in America. You're currently in one of the biggest cults there is. Define cult. The bear shit, that's an online situation. Or like he's always promoting the Beartaria Times app where you can find people, like-minded people like you that you can go trade and barter with. This is where the difference between online communities and tangible communities come and play. This is why I shouted out Pastor Dow. A lot of people didn't even know who that was. He's Hebrew. But he has a solid, tangible community where if you donate, you can go live on that property. You can go put in work. You can get value out. You can actually leave behind your physical place of residence and move there. Every man, woman, and child has a job. And they moving strong. That shit's tangible. That's a community. And that's one of the only tangible solutions to getting around certain shit that you niggas feel like the walls are closing in over. Community. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that. Get your own shit going on. Somebody said barricade thoughts on pregnant people getting the vaccine. Bro, I don't do vaccines. And I'm not one of these new anti-vaxxers. That's, what did I name this? Two sides of the same coin. Because right now the anti-vaxxers are playing a role. You have overnight anti-vaxxers We're against the COVID vaccine. That shit's not natural. It's not organic. You have been given a role. Your role is to play anti-vax. You do realize these people need adversity. They need a struggle of resistance against the agenda because it validates the agenda in the minds of the people who willfully and gleefully follow. So they need anti-vaxxers, which is why they constantly give anti-vaxxers fuel. You see them do it. They'll come out with reports on adverse side effects. They'll cover that shit on mainstream media like they have never done before. They give meat to both sides. The minute you find out all of that shit is poison and none of that shit should be in your body is the minute you open that door and leave that circus. Man, fuck all them vaccines. And when pro-vaccine people be like, oh, now you're obsessed about the vaccine, but you weren't when it's mandatory for school, they're correct. You niggas ain't do shit before all this shit got political. When the Informed Consent Action Network, when ICANN, am I saying that shit right? When ICANN proved in the courts that the CDC cannot prove that vaccines in kids do not cause autism, you niggas should have been up in arms. But you have been programmed to be against this COVID vaccine for a fucking reason. It's all for a reason. Like, you've never been an anti-vaxxer in your life. Now all of a sudden there's millions of them coming out the woodwork. And then y'all get shut down. Somebody said, but barricade, there was a movement against vaccines before, but people gave up. Who gave up? Who gave up? Nobody gave up. There's just new people joining in, jumping in the bandwagon that don't know what they're talking about, have done no groundwork, no research, don't even know why they're against the coronavirus vaccine. If you ask them, their programming falters. All that shit is fake. Fake indignation against a coronavirus vaccine. Nah, y'all gonna get my thoughts. This true. Y'all gonna get my thoughts. Because I think these things. Never before have I seen this many anti-vaxxers. Never before. But now all of a sudden, here you are. Why are you here? Coronavirus vaccine. It's mRNA technology. It's new. Nigga, the way you feel about the coronavirus vaccine is the same way niggas felt about the polio vaccine and every other vaccine ever. When the polio shit was happening and the polio vaccine came out, there were people avidly aggressive going against that shit. And what y'all don't know is everybody's mom has a story about how, oh, polio is so bad. Everybody, go look at the statistics they gave you on polio, and you'll find that the same percentage of coronavirus, the same amount of people who were getting paralyzed, less than 1% of people who contracted polio were paralyzed from polio. As a matter of fact, if you continue to research the topic, you'll understand that the person who invented the polio vaccine said the vaccine gave more people polio than the quote unquote virus. Then you got to look at the way they found the virus. The same bullshit, people. There's nothing new under the sun. They just run these programmings by. But they know if you know the truth about coronavirus being bullshit, then you're going to look at other viruses. It's all bullshit, people. Why you think Big Pharma is Big Pharma? And then they get you people on their side. Now you got these new, they're not even, I don't know what you niggas are. Y'all just don't want the coronavirus because of your political party affiliations. Y'all don't want that vaccine because of the political party affiliations. Like, it's not true. It's not true. Some people, they was against the coronavirus vaccine until Donald Trump came out and said, yo, I took the vaccine. Then they went and took it. Just like some people were against masks until Donald Trump caught the coronavirus. Then everybody started wearing a mask. Monkey see, monkey motherfucking do. Big fucking dummies. I can't call you dummies because I've been a dummy. It's shit like this you can't talk to average, everyday, ordinary people about. You can't talk about these type of things because they just don't fucking get it. For some people, this is the breaking point. All this bullshit with coronavirus they see going on, and the push from Big Pharma, and then you see Big Pharma's mouthpieces in the forms of your God, President Trump. Every Republican, if you notice, the Republicans never came out against the vaccine. If you notice, that's why I said they two sides of the same coin. If you notice, there was never a push against the coronavirus. Nobody explored the other side. One side is arguing it's this bad, and the other side is arguing it's not this bad. No side came out and was like, yo, but the sequence we got came from China. And this bullshit paperwork we have here, when Fauci went on live TV and told you, somebody asked him, he was on live TV, somebody asked him, and I played it in one of my skits. I'll post the link. This nigga Fauci said, we don't need the actual virus in the vaccine because we have the sequence that China posted online. But yet I'm a conspiracy theorist. You niggas took an online sequence to a virus from China and went ham with it. And then other countries come out with that same sequence that was modeled by a fucking computer and then tried to regrow the shit and was like, oh yeah, this is coronavirus. It's been isolated. That bullshit. And you niggas fall for it. Swine flu was a scam. All that shit was a scam. Why you think Big Pharma is the biggest lobbyist? Why you think Big Pharma sit on the board of every mainstream media news outlet there is? Somebody, a representative, is right fucking there. Republicans want that shit just as bad as Democrats, and y'all down here arguing Democrat, Republican. Meanwhile, these niggas is making money injecting you with what? What? But the majority of people have programmed party line responses. Nigga, you took niggas. I'm against the coronavirus vaccine. You'd be like, why? Because it's mRNA. Nigga, if you took that coronavirus, if you took the flu vaccine, you might as well go and take the coronavirus vaccine. Like, all that shit poison. But it's like, what do I know? I ain't trying to play people neither. I don't have an agenda. I don't need you to believe what I believe. I really don't care. I'm just here to make jokes. And I'm doing pretty bad on that end. Because I just went on a rant. Something bit me through my shirt. There was a big ass orb weaver in that tree when I came out here early. I was trying to catch him. He fell from the tree like raindrops. And then just hung in there center mass. And I almost walked under that strange tree and was like, what you doing? He said, I'm waiting on you. Aren't you gonna walk on by? Give him a 300 style kick to the... Your bitch ass. Yeah, everything is fake. Everything. That shit people running around talking about on the Taliban. 1 minute, people believe the Taliban was invented by the CIA. The next minute, the Taliban is its own organization operating independently with a particular ideology. Party switches, party line flips. Ideological discrepancies equals ideological fix. All you niggas got on board with that bullshit narrative. What else happened yesterday? The DC bomber, that nigga, while I was live. And then this nigga went live. This nigga's on Facebook Live talking about why he's up there, got the bomb in a pickup truck. He's like, yeah, I'm going to DC. I got a bomb. Da-da-da-da-da. Doesn't even fucking matter. Shouted out the southern states. Where this nigga was from, South Carolina. If y'all can't see through that bullshit by now, nigga, if you gonna do it, do it. Fuck is you sitting up here talking about? Fuck is there a standoff for? Y'all already know what that was. Just so they can have more reason to point the finger at certain white people and be like, look. And that manufactures consent from the people. More Patriot Act style shit. More surveillance. More reason to call people terrorists. Nigga, you should have did it, nigga. Fuck you loading up explosives for and going in DC. And then you don't got the heart to let that shit rip. What, the Islamic extremists got more heart than you, cuz maybe that's why they getting shit cracking. Maybe that's why they getting shit done. Maybe that's why they get respect. Sitting up there, yeah, and then I'm going, and then Joe, and then you say something slick about Joe Biden. So now, in the minds of many people, that gives them room to point the finger at every Trump supporter or Republican. You Republicans just keep taking these L's, and Democrats fall for psyops, and you niggas stay at each other's throats. Now they could be like, look, he's a crazy Trump-tard. Meanwhile, you still flying your Trump flag on the back of your pickup. I see you. Talking about, I'm not taking no vaccine. Meanwhile, this nigga Trump yesterday on Fox News came out and said, yeah, I don't give a fuck about it. Basically, I don't give a fuck if they try to make people take the vaccine. I promoted the vaccine. It's a good vaccine. I took the vaccine. All your leaders, all of your rebels, all of your people who are going to drain the swamp participated in swamp events. And you want that nigga Trump back? This nigga took the vaccine in private. Whether he did or not, but he says he did. That's who you want? Somebody said Trump a sellout. No, you a sellout. Trump doing what Trump's supposed to do. You supposed to do the opposite and go hard. You supposed to be 10 toes down. We the sellouts. We sold ourselves out for convenience. That's why I said people hate you when you stop doing this, pointing the finger at other people and start doing this shit. Then you realize where the real problem lies. People love hearing lies, sweet lies. That's why I said as long as people whisper, everything, yeah. No, you don't have to do that. I'll take care of it. Yeah. It don't work. I'll make America great again. Nigga, you supposed to make America great again, starting with family. Fuck make America great again. Make family great again. When you make family great again, by default, whatever nation, country, organization you are a part of becomes great. And it's crazy because conservatives know this, but the only reason they talk about shit like this is to own the libs. Everything they do is to own the left. Nobody wants to make actual progress. They just want fake adversity. Somebody has to be a hero. Somebody has to be a villain. This is why I said the coronavirus narrative needs anti-vaxxers to play out. It does. All of that shit is a program response. And half these people out here now going against this didn't give a fuck about taking these vaccines before 2020. Now they out here in full force performing the narrative that their gods have given them. And likewise, people on the other side. Is that a bad thing? No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I've opened that door. Yeah. Y'all go ahead, all right, that's why I don't get in them arguments with pro-vaccine people. There's no need to. People gonna do what they do. That's why I said it's not about the books you've read. It's not about the knowledge you have. If you're not doing nothing with it, what good are you? What good is it? They can burn books. You don't know it up here. Go grow something. Execute solutions. What they say, wisdom is applied knowledge. We'll go apply that shit. You can't save everybody. Go apply that shit. Some people try and save people so fucking hard from that water, from drowning, and in turn, they themselves drown trying to save other people. You can't do shit like that. But this is where this cult shit comes in, shifting gears. I like that shit, that cult shit. Because people call everything a cult nowadays. People call what they don't understand a cult as if it's really a cult. What is a cult? Half of you niggas is Christians. You do know Christianity was a cult in the Roman Empire. Matter of fact, you do know the term Christianity was a slur. It wasn't even the name for the original believers of the faith. It was a slur. Oh, you one of them Christians. What is a cult? People did the same shit with Waco. They was like, oh, they were cult members. Why? Because they believe differently about God than other than you do. What other than what pastor preaches? They believe something different. They have a different ideology. It's a cult. It's a compound. It's not a community. Some people go as far as to say community equals communism. No, the fuck it don't. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Me personally, I'm not a part of no community of that magnitude, but I understand it. When you have a bunch of people together that are willing to die for something, niggas sat up there on my channel and called them the Branch Davidians cult members. That's because the government has programmed you into what a cult is. You don't see the government as a cult. You see people trying to do their own thing as a cult. And then they reinforce their narrative with movies. Every year you get a movie like this. Midsummer, the documentary on Waco, The Village. Man, hold on. Let's go back to The Village by M. Night Shyamalan. Y'all remember that movie, M. Night Shyamalan? The Village? Were you not disappointed? I looked at the trailer, was like, yo, there's monsters in this movie. You get to the movie and you find out there are no monsters. There are just retarded people playing dress up. M. Night Shyamalan, I want my money back. This nigga had retarded kids dressed up as little kids. I was like, no, nigga. When I said I wanted monsters, I did not want retarded people playing monsters. I'm doing this to keep you in the village. So they had to act like there was a perimeter of monsters to keep people scared. So they wouldn't leave the village. I came out of prison 5 years ago. Is that a cult? Because you can't leave. Define cult. Tell me what a cult is. You can't leave prison. I couldn't leave. Was I a part of a cult? Everybody ate at a certain time. Pretty much did all the same things. Are Crip gang members in a cult? You could argue that, can't you? Nigga, you a Crip and you in prison, nigga, you a double cult. Double cult. How about Congress? Is that a cult? According to your definitions of what a cult is? Trump supporters. Is that a cult? They can label you extremists. After all, January 6th. Yeah, you better be careful about what you call a cult. Everything ain't as it appears to be. Y'all start throwing around that cult word against real individuals executing real solutions, and then wonder why your ass end up in prison. Wonder why your ass can't get in. Is there a part of a cult? Shit hit the fans. Excuse me, cult people. You think I can get in? There's a lot of zombies out here that want to eat me. Maybe you guys aren't a cult. Now everybody give a fuck about the Taliban and women's rights. Taliban, speak on it. This nigga was like, really, nigga? We don't. I can't. Women did a number on America. Women did a number. Where the women at? Raise your hand. Where y'all did a number, not you, but your homies, your people that came before you. Y'all did a number on America. I don't know who gave that first guy a piece of pussy, and he was like, all right, you can vote, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can go to work. We know, but I'm making light of it. That shit was nefarious as fuck. White women took the bait first, and from there that shit trickled down. Now you have men talking about they're feminists. Will you and her get the fuck in that kitchen? This nigga said, I'm a feminist. Didn't Caitlyn Bennett, the gun girl, didn't she get drop kicked in the chest by a male feminist? Y'all remember that? Didn't she get kicked 300 style in the chest by somebody who said he's a male feminist? With that bitch named Caitlyn Bennett, who goes to like college campuses and just pokes people. Hey, poke. Didn't she almost get, let's talk about Caitlyn Bennett, gun chick. She made that one sensational picture and all of the simps came out. Didn't she work for Alex Jones? Now hold on, let me recollect some shit. Didn't she work for Alex Jones? When Alex Jones took all that heat, didn't she switch the brand on her microphone from an InfoWars logo to her own little Liberty Hangout logo? Huh? What? I don't give a fuck what you think about Alex Jones. Let's talk about people that aren't loyal. Let's talk about people who can't stand the rain. Let's talk about people who go hard. You'll go to them college campuses and fuck with them liberals that'll whoop your ass. But what you can't do is stand on your own 2 feet when YouTube, Facebook, and big tech start fucking with that paycheck. You crumble. You fold. You'll go fuck with all the liberals. You'll debate anybody. You'll call anybody out. You'll go to every college campus this side Mexico. But what you won't do is stand on your own 2 fucking feet when big tech platforms start fucking with that check. Caitlyn Bennett, I seen that shit. And that shit was entertaining for a while, but I lost all respect when that shit happened, and I watched it happen in real time. Bitch, you changed that logo out, and your fiance almost let you get your ass whooped on multiple occasions. You don't put no woman out there like that. Nigga, you go do that shit. Fuck you wanna whore yourself out for entertainment purposes. Go get you an OnlyFans for that shit. Matter of fact, speaking of OnlyFans, they said no more explicit content. Wasn't I just talking about feet pictures yesterday? Wasn't I just talking about feet pictures yesterday? And then OnlyFans came out. When was this? Like 2 days ago. It was like, yo, no more explicit content, no more nude content. All of you OnlyFans thoughts. Them hoes over there. Thoughts. Somebody said Dubai is based. Somebody said, but barricade, OnlyFans should have allowed the free market to decide what they want. Understand something. America isn't the only place in the world. Understand something. This shit bigger than you. People want to talk about the free market. Nah. When you got people, a body of people, when you have organizations, when you have whole countries who are against that type of thing, the people have spoken. So what you gonna do it anyway? You gonna make certain places watch this nude shit? Watch these immoral acts take place? You gonna force it? At that point, you become the tyrant. All that free enterprise shit is an illusion. The free market ain't no free market when you have big pharma mouthpieces and government. Let Pfizer sell their own products, Trump. This nigga Trump up here unboxing Abbott Labs testing kits. That's free market to you? But that's what politicians, what about the regular people? If the regular people don't want porn and all that other weird shit in their domicile, set, hood, neighborhood, gang, creed, religion, country, continent, then it shouldn't fucking be there. And if you have to do XYZ in order to get that business, and you decide as a company, OnlyFans, and you decide, hey, this is what we have to do, then ain't that free market for them to decide to not allow nude shit on their platform anymore? Don't they then, as OnlyFans, have a say-so on what they can and can't do? Didn't they say they were under pressure from the banks? If they're under pressure from the banks, don't they have freedom to collapse under that pressure from the banks and cut that bullshit out? Ain't that free market? That free market shit is an illusion. People want free market only as long as it applies to them. All of your grifters and the people you call grifters, free market. Owen Benjamin, a nigga everybody's at my top, free market. Let's get back to Owen Benjamin. Because people get mad at that nigga for other people's actions, and people get mad on other people's behalf. How is that any different from being offended for somebody else? If them niggas is sending that nigga money and they are perfectly happy with it, what, you gonna get mad for them? Are you sending money? No. Well, mind your fucking business. Everybody wants free market shit till people start doing free market shit. Cancel culture, more free market shit. from what you would call their private companies. What happened to that private company argument shit? What happened to the Constitution only applies to the government, not private all that shit went out the window when they started fucking with niggas' online checks. Fuck OnlyFans. Somebody's like, but they started out as Patreon. They just allowed the type of content Patreon wasn't allowing. Well, guess the fuck what? What was it? Publicly traded, private company? They did what they felt they needed to do. As a privately owned company. And all of you ratatouille bitches out there with your feet pics online, y'all niggas need to go and y'all they gonna end up being Bernie bros getting jobs at McDonald's talking about I have $15 minimum wage. Well, all these promiscuous where's my share stick? Share, where are you? All these promiscuous Jones that had OnlyFans with the feet pictures, with the webbed feet pictures. It wasn't that bitch on OnlyFans making millions a month and that bitch had webbed feet. It was a bitch, wasn't she? Didn't she have like 6 toes making millions of dollars a month? Who are you niggas? You niggas disappoint me. Like, people take that shit to heart. Don't take that shit to heart. If I could turn back time, I would have saved my money. Cause now that money ain't coming in from OnlyFans. All them niggas who logged in and was paying you monthly to see them feet. Well, not them feet. I guess you could still sell feet pictures. Is that nudity? Merch, where the fuck your moist ass at? Then you made Merch made a good joke. Yo, that fuck did Rachel Dolezal really have an OnlyFans account showing feet? Is that true? I don't know. I'm not in that world. All you niggas need to put them feet pictures down. And it be these same, and I'm right, it be these same type of niggas talking about, oh, we got to do something. We make America great again. And you sitting here with the weirdest shit possible on your web browser. What are you going to make great again? Morality? Let the free market decide what it want to do. Fucking free market. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't look that up before. I know a lot of popular people have joined OnlyFans to make that coin. Selling their image out. Selling their bodies out. Some shit you just can't get back. You not... Some things ain't worth your self-respect. If I could turn back time, if I can find a way, not every American wants to live the same way. Sometimes some people want to drive Nissan Altimas. Just stay away from me. Some people want to drive Chevy Sparks. And some people just want to drive their Chrysler 300s. It's like, ask yourself, are you free to impose freedom on people who don't want it, at that point, are the people that you are imposing freedom on see you as the tyrant and see the tyrant as the person that's trying to save them from you, the tyrant? Is America really spreading democracy across? Do you really have the full story? Do you really understand? You think you do, but you don't. That's why I said what you can understand is tangible shit. This is why I shouted out Lead Farmer 73. He said if you want truth, you gotta grow it. You can physically see the bullshit happening. Hey, toilet paper scarce. They keep running games, psychological operations happening right here. Fuck what's going on over there. Nigga, your family, no food. You still in the city that's gonna impose a lockdown. Maybe, possibly. But you online arguing with a nigga about the Taliban. But you online arguing with Democrats. You're on Twitter instead of getting your shit together, online arguing on behalf of Trump. Instead of getting your shit together, you online right now arguing with a libtard. Both of you niggas gonna fall in a ditch. If I can turn back time. Both. Vader Jones said, Mr. S, do your own homework. What did I don't even know what's going on in the comment section. Somebody said Matthew 15:14. Thank you. Somebody said train, study, and prep, ABK cult. See? No cult. Different beliefs. Is that's what called is different beliefs called a cult? Is the Taliban a cult? Is it CIA? Is the CIA a cult? Is the ATF a cult? No? Why? Because they get paid to do that. Then how much more people of the same faith, belief, ideology sticking together and going against all odds to do what they think is right? That's still a cult? Because I don't think nobody who was paid, I don't think no one who was paid to be there, police, ATF, no government agencies, nobody who was paid would have let armed men who came to their compound have all that smoke like them Branch Davidians did. Man, that's faith. You don't got to agree with them. But stop calling it a cult. Because the minute you stand up for yourself, people gonna knock you in the fucking head, sit you down, and say you and everybody who rock with you. Cult. Terrorists. Illuminati, I swear, bruh. Mossad, I'ma fuck you up personally. All 33 of you niggas. Y'all just seen that big ass camera that they sent at me? Somebody said there is an actual definition of cult. Let me have it. I'm gonna show you something. What, you gonna Google it? You gonna Google it? Let me have it. I like you. Put the definition of a cult in there. What's the definition of a cult? You gonna go to Google, Wikipedia? Where you getting this? Webster's. Wherever you go to find a definition for cult, Also go there and look up gender and see what it tell you. I can choose my own gender. The definition for cult. They got man has an answer for everything. I didn't say occult. Occult means hidden. I'm not talking about that. People aren't saying, oh, he's joining an occult. He's joining an occult. The Branch Davidians are occultists. Could there be a difference between occult and cult? I don't know. You tell me. I'm just rambling. Encyclopedia from 76. The same encyclopedia that tells you there's a difference between socialism and democratic socialism. That the Cult is a rock music band that I rather like. Okay, that's acceptable. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, the same. You want answers from the same people who changed the definition of what racism is. This is why I say, man, don't. This is why I said you are elite. Go look up elite in the dictionary and see what that tells you. Wrong. You are elite. You. So I'm not elite. I don't got shit, ain't shit, won't ever be shit, nigga. Your mentality is the only cap you have. That's your mental. Your shit ain't right. You judge yourself based on other people. We're not elite because we don't own universities. You comparing yourself to people that own brainwashing facilities. You compare yourself to people constantly trying to fuck other people over. I'm not elite because bitch, you elite. I get tired of that cult shit. That cult shit was some government propaganda shit, and you can't tell me no different. The same people that gave you Jim Jones are the same people that gave you cult. The minute you try to link up and form like Voltron on any narrative, they're gonna call you a cult. The minute you try to form with like-minded individuals, don't give a damn if you agree with them or not. The minute you try to form and gather with like-minded individuals for the sake of preserving your family, traditions, or ideologies, they're gonna call you a cult. These people are airbenders. They change definitions of words at will. Then you have the people who say cult is short for culture. Somebody said MAGA is a cult. No, it's not. I liken that more to a religion. It's not a cult. These same people, you do realize people call the Branch Davidians cult members. But if you notice when the ATF knocked on their compound doors, what the Branch Davidians do? They let everybody out there have that fucking smoke and then some. Nah, I like talking about them because people don't like them. People say they were terrorist cult members. Them brother ATF pulled up strong with local law enforcement and FBI. Handed over. Branch Davidians was like, nigga, over my dead body, nigga. We bout that life. And proceeded to give everyone out there 1,000. They made the ATF run out of bullets. Or so they say. What I do know is there was a ceasefire briefly, and the ATF and them niggas had to regroup. Was like, all right, we just got fucked up. Hold on, these niggas about that life. We need to call it. We need help. Them niggas said, hey, they said a Branch Davidian stuck his head out the window and said, bitch, you should have called off sick today. I'm joking. I'm joking. But it's a cult. Mm-hmm. Trump's back to my original point. Yeah, what I just said with, Waco. Yeah, MAGA doesn't go that hard. They don't. You just watch all these with Republicans where y'all at. Y'all know I fuck with you. That Waco, Texas shit, yeah, that spirit gone. You just watch every Trump supporter, MAGA person sit up there and complain about Ashley Babbitt's death and do absolutely nothing about it. Nothing. At least BLM burned half the country down over a fucking drug addict. Them niggas don't do shit. Them niggas said the election was stolen. Nigga, not one bullet flew. So if you want to talk about cults, nah, not a cult. More of a religion. Notice how I didn't say faith, just religion. Where shit is controlled in the confines of this. It's fashionable to be MAGA. But when it comes time for that yam, that llama to blow, that shit fashionable. MAGA is the equivalent to fake ass Crips. Yeah, I gangbang, cuz, what up, cuz? And then some blood show up. That's MAGA. And I know you niggas know I do not gangbang. I just fix cars and shit and tell jokes. That was for different people to understand the perspective of what I'm talking about. You don't get it, that wasn't for you. MAGA. The same people who don't want the vaccine, MAGA. But then champion the hero, the greatest president ever, the great white hope, after he done went out and got the vaccine and told you to get it too. That's MAGA. Where a bunch of people talk about doing things but don't ever do it. Somebody said, what's BG gang? I don't have a fucking gang. Don't bring that shit over here. Do you love the great white? Do you love what? Do you love black people? Do you love black people? Called up what? Then Tariq, that bitch, if you don't stop asking me if I love white people. Called up what? Do you love white people? I went and had this shirt made for my family. Like, I don't pack and send shirts out. I'm not dealing with Teespring. I'm not dealing with Teespring and these other companies. People like, I'm having problems. They're censoring me. No, I don't do this shit. And I did this shit when I was really, you know, fixing cars and shit. I was showing people how to fix their vehicles. This an old ass design. And I don't need to have a fancy saying on my shirt. This shit don't need to say legalize freedom. If you get it, you get it. That's another thing. Niggas selling shirts talking about legalized freedom. Gay. Nicole Leon said solutions. I feel like you're new here. Am I correct? I feel like you're the new kid on the block. How many times have you commented on this channel before? You understand what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Huh? Huh? Who are you? Who sent you? Huh? My dear friend going through that dark night, and until then I'll see you on the other side. You get it? You understand what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? DB said solutions. Nicole, come back. No, Nicole said solutions in all capital. Come back. This is why I like you people. Come back. No, I want the solutions chick to come back. Everybody here already knows how I feel about solutions, what I feel are solutions, and then physically seeing solutions. Also the mentality aspect. Somebody said, Nicole, don't leave, we had cookies. Somebody said gay. BB has solutions. Somebody said gay. Cleaning solutions. Y'all got jokes. Y'all niggas, y'all got jokes. I ain't fucking with y'all. Athlete X said it best. I can't say it better than Athlete X. People don't want real solutions. People don't, for one, because people don't want to be uncomfortable. Like, you still don't get it. People don't want to work, sweat. People don't want solutions. What if the solutions require you being called a cult leader? Being constantly made fun of? What if the solution requires you looking like you're in a cult while you call everybody else cult members? What if the solutions require you looking like a terrorist? Do you really want solutions? Or do you just want people to whisper sweet nothings in your ear as you proceed to get nothing accomplished with your life? Do you really want solutions, or do you just want talking points so you can argue with the nearest Democrat? Do you want solutions? Because that requires responsibility. That requires, above all, understanding and actual knowledge that you can apply to your everyday life. And above all, people want a one-size-fits-all solution. Well, what can work for you? Can it work for me? Maybe it can work for me. People want a one-size-fits-all solution. What can we all do to make it better? I mean, I do agree. Somebody said Pine Sol gets a job. Pine Sol strong as fuck. I remember waking up Saturday morning, Pine Sol in the air, coughing like a bitch. No, no. Yo, who? I'm sitting up here talking about solutions, and I just got webbed by a parasailing spider. Yo, these niggas is ninjas. Somebody said that spider got that solution. That spider is Peter Parker. I'm a green goblin that nigga when I catch him. This nigga just came out of nowhere. And Spider-Man his ass away. You Peter Parker, bitch. I'ma catch you. And do you like Thanos did Hulk. Spiders got 8 legs and don't have shit else to do in their life but fuck with you. Nigga, you got 8 legs. Start a moving company. No, you just want to hang out, literally. Somebody said Thanos is a eugenicist. No. He wasn't looking to modify shit and breed certain shit. I mean, I guess maybe. He was maybe a population reductionist. But then, as I sit in traffic on 95 North, I kind of feel where he was coming from. I kind of get it. Somebody said I'm vaccinated but not doing any booster shots. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Some people, I was listening to somebody argue with their people who already, they already went and did it. And here they go, you're gonna die. And I'm like, that ain't how you do that. And change the subject. You know, sometimes you have to let people find the error of their own ways. You just want to force your train of thought down somebody's throat. No, don't do that. I don't give a fuck. If you present the information in a way for which they can understand it and they don't get it, ain't no need in pursuing that. There's no need in pursuing that. That's just like when you see a girl you like and you pull up on her and you run your best line and she tells you, I'm not interested. But you keep pursuing that, pretty soon you just become the creepy guy. Sometimes you just got to go out there, roam around, and get into a few relationships with guys named Brad, Keith, Tyrone. And then after a while, she's going to start to get it like, damn, maybe I need to go back and fuck with this. Hey, come, hey, where you going? Y'all keep chasing these women. I'm not talking about women, but y'all keep chasing these women. Once again, I'm not talking about women. I'm just talking about what y'all do. Trying to force, believe it. Trying to force it. And then wonder why people don't like you. Somebody said, why couldn't that guy in the black truck go to the Georgia Guidestones and said, because he was a fucking plant. I don't want to hear about a nigga attempting to do it. You either do it or don't. And when you don't do it, that means you're not serious. And when you're not serious, that means you're wasting people's time. And when you waste people's time, it gives those people more narratives for the manufactured consent agenda to run on the people. Somebody said Timothy didn't hesitate. Did he really do that shit? Did Timothy really do that? Did he do that? Yeah, killed those who didn't FaceTime anybody. But it's like, damn. You talk about dedication, damn. And that was a lone wolf. He did everything himself. And he held that grudge for over a year as he was holed up in his shop building some shit. He carried that same energy every day. He did not forget. Some of y'all just forget. Tomorrow, a whole new day, y'all just forget. And listen to promises made by your favorite politician. Okay, well, maybe he's gonna do something. This nigga did not forget as he was sitting there welding plates for an armored tractor. This nigga was like, yeah, I'll have the last laugh. The same didn't, hold on, let's talk about the Killdozer guy. Didn't he go out and purchase all the equipment to make a road to his muffler shop? And didn't the city turn him down? Was like, no, you can't make that. And he was like, how am I going to get customers? They just forcefully moved in. I already told them niggas I'm not selling out. They're covering my road. Didn't he go get the equipment? Athlete, didn't he get the equipment? He went out and got a dozer. He went out and got the beams, the mortar, for the road. In the cities, you can't do that. He was like, then I won't have any business. That's a business owner. Yo, just imagine for a second if the business owners that shut their shops down had that same mentality. This nigga welded steel plates to a dozer. Somebody said rooftop Koreans. Rooftop. Shout out to Cliche Guerrera. He put me in an informational, inspirational video with the rooftop Koreans. And one of the Koreans was like, yo, my employer called me and said, yo, I'm in a gunfight. Can you come over? This nigga said, I'm on my way. Got his bag and yes. Yo, that's love. When somebody, yo, I'm in a gunfight, I need you, and you like, nigga, bet, nigga, say less, nigga. What's up, nigga? He said I showed up, my employer was standing outside. Buh! Buh! He said I pulled my shit out and joined them. He didn't ask no questions. Somebody said, I remember the Unabomber. You old as shit. Yeah, community is key, but people have been led to believe that, I guess we feel like there's an individual aspect to a community that can produce a greater yield than a single person ever could. Does that mean you forfeit your individuality? No. But when you're around like-minded people who have the same ideology, you would think shit clicks. Which for the most part, from what I've seen, it does. But people who are not used to that type of life where everything's all about them, it seems as if what those people are doing over there is called a cult. I don't know how to explain it. But I've been a part of organizations where we have all been individuals, but it took all of us to get shit accomplished. I've done my time for this. I can speak about it freely. I've paid the price. I've had skin in the game. And I'm still paying for my decisions, even now. But I get it. To everybody else, it seems weird. But to you, it's survival. Come on, I'm gonna show you this eggplant, because I titled this eggplant for a reason, didn't I? Come on, come on. Come on. Boom. Dug this bad boy out last week. This gonna be a nigga watermelon patch right here. Somebody said, what tools do I use? Somebody said, what tools do I use when I'm digging? A shovel. All you gotta do in the ground, step on that bit. Lift up, boom. You see that? See that? And then just make a just from there, just wing it. Which is what I did with all of them. Some squash growing right there. Here you are, eggplant. Here's the eggplant. I was listening to Lead Farmer 73 talk about how to cook eggplant, and the best way I know how to do it is I grill them. You slice them into thin slices, you grill them till they get crispy, and that just some salt and pepper, and that with some grilled chicken, beautiful. You can see up here, I have another one coming in. I don't know if this is coming in clear or not. I have another one coming in. Bro, somebody said grilled is best. You not lying. Eggplant, a lot of people see this, it looks alien as fuck. I love grilled eggplant. It's the best. And when you got a good woman that knows how to cook stuff like this, you'll love it. You'll cherish it. You'll appreciate it. Here goes another one coming in. You can see that bug on there. Where that bug go? Whatever the hell that is. But I got another one coming in right here. And it's coming in late too. You can see the tomatoes that I have going on. The grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. Then over here I got the indeterminate variety. It's taller than me now. Little baby smoke 'em chochums coming in. Yeah, they make good Dyson tomatoes. Got them coming in. I got to do some pruning over here too. If we go on over here, see all these over here. A little cluster over here. You can see the peppers. I used to have a pepper hanging from there, but I already picked it. Here's another banana pepper. There's more. That was just a little walk around. More peppers. And I'm expanding this too. Every year, my next grow season gonna be official. This right here, amaranth, taller than me. Let's see if you can. I don't know if this is coming in clear or not. Kale, that's bad. Shit happens. Let's see if I could use this as an example. But yeah, this is the kale. What them little ladybugs that usually be hanging out? They must have went to child. The carrots. Mess with them later. The turnips. And the main attraction, the watermelon. It's the watermelon. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Oh, it's a baby. It's a baby watermelon. It's a baby. Ah! Main attraction. Some melons. Well, this one ain't doing too good, but we got the melons coming in. We already picked 2 of them. That one's growing behind. The pickles. Not pickles, damn, I said pickles. That sound like the dude who told, he's like, watch out them cucumbers, that might be a pickle. Yeah, niggas love watermelon, hee ha ha. The zucchini, cabbage heads. And I'm gonna get this more organized for next grow season. The lemongrass. My lemongrass doing decent. So I'm gonna get that more organized for next grow season. And I'm not trying to bite off more than I can chew here. So I made this. This is the long bed. I made this for the vine because I'm gonna have a patch next year. Somebody said watermelon and star. You damn right. Because this is my first year growing watermelon successfully. Yeah, damn right. That's my first year growing watermelon successfully. So I definitely love that. Other than that, got some few odds and ends. I got the broccoli over there waiting for that to seed. Got a patch right here. And I need a pumpkin patch too. Might as well get to work digging on that. Somebody said, got any fruit trees? Nope. Not yet. If I do, which I will, they're not going to be over there. They're going to be over there on that side. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, that's going to be an orchard. And if you seen my videos I did last year, well, 2 years ago, if you go and look at the skits, I did a skit called When You Join the Wrong Gang, and you see I only had 2 garden beds. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have 8. I need to put one right there, another one right there, a longer one back there, orchard. So yeah. Somebody said start a seed bank from what you're growing. We already have that. We have that, nigga. Somebody said, why no garlic? We got garlic up front. This is just in the back. Somebody said, yeah, you need lots of compost in that sand. Actually, I don't. It's not really sand. That's actually good soil. I already have good soil naturally. The further down you dig, the more it becomes clay-like, but that's good growing soil. My first year growing, like 2 years ago. How long ago was that? When I had that one bed over there, all I did was dig and plant. No soil, no nothing. And shit was growing. Like, we think we have to do a lot. Like, we do, but we don't. We overcomplicate things. This is why I said some people feel like, I gotta get this, go do it. Go do it. Even if you don't have your ducks lined up properly, even if you don't have everything you think you have, man, get out there and do it. You'll never know until you try. You might be working with something. Because sometimes when you look at these videos on YouTube and you listen to other people with their varying and different experiences, it makes it seem harder than what it is for your area. Like, you don't have to be all this super expert. Somebody said the food forest. Ain't that, what's his name? What's the food forest name, dude? What? What's the food forest? Yo, what's his name? The bow-legged dude with the food forest? James Prigioni. James Prigioni, I know you watching me too. This nigga come out of nowhere. Hey guys, in the day, guess what I'm gonna do? I am going to plant something. This something I'm gonna plant is a leaf, and you can watch it grow starting now. Let's go. He rolled that intro. He got a little dog, Tuck. He like, bark. Tuck on the ground, eating something. He like, that's my dog. It's Tuck. He loves playing around the garden, eating things that drop from the vine. But let's go over here and take a look. He's like super extra out. But that's why I was saying, if you see how he started from one bed. And then he just grew from there. You naturally expand based on your, I guess, eating habits and what you're trying to accomplish. So for me, I'll give my mom food, some of my neighbors. So I have more than what I need here, but it's good to have. And then too, eventually I want to expand because, you know, fragile supply chains and shit. Eventually get chickens and shit. And pheasants. So let me see if it'll break up if I walk all the way over here. But yeah, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. I know what you're saying. Rocket science, not really. You don't have to be the highest grade of weed in the dispensary to figure this shit out. It's basic. Like, rule number 1 for composting is there are no rules. And my shit is doing just fine. So that's all. You just gotta get out there and go do it. Somebody, yeah, no of course. Of course. You shouldn't have to tell that to somebody. You don't put plastics in the compost. But that's why I said, though, you are elite. All you gotta do is just get out there and go do it. Somebody said, loving this growing tour. We wanted a fire pit, so we made one. Somebody said, and maggots and flies. That's a crazy thing. That I don't even have maggots and flies in all what I got going on. For the most part, I keep it covered with straw. Or the grass that I cut, I save the grass clippings, put it over there, cover it. Then I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. That's going to be compost too. But soil is expensive. But nature provides all of that. Like the ground is good. But if you want to do bigger, more and better things, then yeah, it's good to supplement what you have with nutrients. Somebody said nitrogen to carbon ratio. Check. No, not all ground is created equal. That's why it's a good idea to compost. Some people have it good, some people don't. Like some people are on the be farming from mountainsides. Yeah, you need soil. And it's not that hard. Somebody said, are those watermelons ABK? Then you see them out there with the sticky fingers. But yeah, dead ass. Next year you're gonna tune in, and that's gonna be a patch. Like when you get to see progress happen in real time. And then it's something I could say I did. Like I didn't need a handout to go and do that. It's natural. Something I naturally wanted to do when I see things going the way they are. Even before that. Like don't go out and get Patriot buckets. Get a bucket and plant something in there. Fuck them Patriot pantries. Learn how to preserve. Look, YouTube is the perfect place for those type of videos. Everybody's mad at YouTube for censoring content. That shit is still up there. You can still learn something in real time. It's a lot of women. Shout out to Dirt Patch Heaven. Shout out to Dirt Patch Heaven. It's a lot of women out there that know what they're doing. Like there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to feed themselves. Like if you want to eat meat, but you don't have the stomach to behead a chicken. There's videos out there on how to do that. How to properly skin and gut an animal. Shout out to Outdoors Alley. Shout out Outdoors Alley. Show you how to pack out a deer from the ass to the Adam's apple without cutting into the stomach and leaking those fluids and contaminating the meat. Shout out Outdoors Alley. There's a lot of people out there like that. If you want to know, you'll find out. And there's videos out there. You don't have to be on YouTube always looking for truther videos. Look for some shit that's important. Shit that's going to help you survive, because it's still up. While it's still up, you need to do it. And if you can't do it, don't be afraid to get around other people who can. Or to create a supply chain with other people who can. Or support those people who can. There's nothing wrong with supporting. This is why I said community is important. Community is important because everybody can't do everything. My skill set may not be your skill set. I'm no better than you. What they say, one of us isn't greater than all of us. But there's something you may know I don't, and I might need that There's something I could do for you that you can't do, and you might need that. It's good, honest bartering. And I stopped making skits. That last skit I made was talking about just that. And for real, from my opinion, gold and silver isn't gonna save you. I'm sorry. I hate to ruin people's hustles with slinging that. Gold and silver ain't gonna do it. It's gonna come down to skill. The commodities are gonna be what you can eat, what you can feed your family, who can build. It's gonna come back down to hands. The real shit that matters, not all this. Shout out to the metal workers. Yeah, that shit's important, but just to have coins and shit, nobody's gonna want that. Imagine you in a shit hit the fan situation and you need to get from point A to point B, and that currency isn't accepted. You're gonna hand somebody some silver? A brick of gold won't even be worth a wet fart. It's gonna be like, yo, I could take you from here to there, but nigga, I got a busted ball joint. Teach me how to farm. Teach me how to work the field. Teach me what I can plant with what. Teach me value that doesn't come with silver and gold. Fuck them Patriot Pantry buckets. Grow your own bucket. Fuck I look like selling you niggas Patriot Pantry for? Nigga, you grow your own fucking watermelon. Patriot Pantry. Patriot Pantry, I know y'all niggas watching. Do y'all have watermelon in them buckets? I thought so. Too many people want fish, but they don't want to learn how to fish. Learn how to fish. Some people don't even know where to start. And it's simple. And there's videos out there now that can show you how to do it, but you're chasing truther videos. You're worried about the Taliban. And you don't even have a fishing rod. You don't even know what to do. You don't know how to skin a fish when you get one. You don't know how to fillet it. You chasing truther videos, thinking you're saving the world. But I'm washed up though. I'm washed up, nigga, hard R. I'm washed up. I'm washed up though. Somebody said fishing is fun and useful. There you go. And that shit may save your life one day. Especially all you ratatouille niggas out there talking about what you ain't gonna take. I'm not gonna take a shot. Sitting up here chasing truther videos and shit. Want Trump to come save you. Trump isn't gonna cut the head off the chicken for you to feed your family. Trump isn't gonna grow your food. You are elite, and that's why.